When my mother was 8 months pregnant, my father, in a drunken frenzy, pushed her to the ground. I was born without incident. But my twin brother had a breech presentation. My mother suffered from a difficult labor and a severe hemorrhage. Later, my brother was born. But my mother was gone. My grandmother said that death during childbirth is called a violent death, and the deceased should not be buried in the ancestral grave, otherwise it would disturb the peace of the ancestors, so my father dug a hole next to the cow shed and buried my mother there. On the day my mother died, the old dairy cow at home stopped milking. My father thought the cow must have understood human emotions, grieving over my mother's passing, which was why it stopped milking, so he brought my brother and me to see the cow. Strangely, the cow, which had been lying there listlessly, stood up as soon as it saw us. My father and grandmother kept talking to the cow about how pitiful the children were, never having had a day of mother's milk, always crying from hunger. Now they were really out of options. If there really was no milk, they would have to give the girl away. The cow stretched its neck to look at us, then suddenly called out, tears streaming down, and then that day it started to milk. The milk was the yellow-orange of colostrum. The nearly retired dairy cow started to produce milk again, and the quantity and quality were so good that everyone who tasted it praised it. This event caused quite a sensation around us.